Hi, this is Tanya from Tanya Love Butter. So I'm just going to wait for some people to come on and then we will see what energies this Sagittarius full moon has. There's been a lot go on since the last time I was on here, so it'll be interesting to see how people have been finding it. So when you're on, if you can let me know you're there, and then we will go straight into the reading. Oh. Messenger audio. No, I can't answer that one. So right, there's people coming in there. Brilliant. Hey Terry, how are you doing? So right, this Sagittarius full moon. Obviously, we know that full moons do have they're an illumination, aren't they? You know, this is when things come to light. So probably the last 2 weeks, if they have been challenging, then this will have been to do with this Sagittarius full moon. So a few little things I just want to say before I start the reading. Hi, Deborah. First of all, there are a lot of people telling me that they're not getting notifications when I'm doing these readings. So if you're not getting notified, please, if you unclick the bell and then click it again, and hopefully that will be suffice to get you notified. There are many people saying that they can't find them. It's going missing on their YouTube channel and things like that. So, I mean, this is an ongoing thing. It's getting quite tedious now. But like I say, I'm still showing up for it. So hi, everybody's coming on there. Kim, Janet, Kristen. So that's one of the things. Yeah, you haven't been notified for a while, Deborah. Yeah, there's many people that are saying this to me, and it's like I say, what do I do? Do I just say, all right, I throw the towel in? But I feel that's one of the reasons that it's being done. So no, I won't. I won't do that. I'll stand tall. But please, it really does help. It does help when you comment on them, when you like them and when you share them with your friends as well. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be much appreciated. And another thing that I'm really, really excited about, and you are the first to know this. So normally when I teach tarot, I teach teachers. So it's usually teachers, of different modalities that I teach tarot to. But, and this is perfectly timed for this Sagittarius full moon, I'm actually launching today. I'm going to be teaching tarot lessons. Now, this is a one-off. It will be the only time that it is taught this year. I'm really, really excited. I mean, tarot is my love. It's my passion. It's, yes, it is my work, but obviously the coaching is my work side of it. So this is just something that I want to put out there. You don't have to have a knowledge of tarot to do it. If you do have a knowledge of tarot, that's great, because I teach in a very different way. Obviously, if you watch my videos, you know that I read tarot in a different way, and I want to teach you everything that I know about it. So we're going to go on a journey together. This is not a digital download course. This will be me showing up once a week for 2 hours with you if you choose to come on this journey with me. So I'm really excited. Any questions that you have, I'll be there to answer them. We will go through all of the cards, where it's starting off with the Fool's Journey, which is the major arcana, the important secrets. That is a 6-week course. It will be 2-hour lessons. So it will be a 2-hour lesson a week. There will be printables and everything like that on my platform when you do that. Thank you, Sing Miracles. And I would love to see you there. There is the 12-week minor course as well, but you can only go on that one when you've done the Fool's Journey. Because of the way that I work and the way that I teach, the understanding of the Fool and his journey is so important, I feel, to have first. I also have an early bird special on, which you're the first ones getting to know this, where if you purchase the 2 courses together, there is a huge savings. So that will be an 18-week course. So, like I say, the spaces are limited on it. I would love to see you there. This will help with your personal development. You know, if you just want to actually learn how to use the cards in a way that will be able to guide yourself, perfect for that. And also, if you want to learn how to read for others as well, or just brush up on your skills or add to your skills, I will be looking at ethics and things like that. So yeah, it is the full Tanya teaching experience, and you can learn to read tarot the Love Buddha way. Now, what I am going to do actually just before I start, right, I think this link should work. I'm going to put this link in there. And you are the first one to get this. So, like I say, if you want, be quick, sign up for it, because there, I have a feeling that it will go. Right. Okay, you don't need to give up, Terry. You know, I make it very easy. Now, if you look in human design, my purpose or my gift that was given from the gods is to be able to take ancient knowledge and translate it in a modern, understandable way. So this is exactly what I do. So please don't let it put you off. If you're showing up here, then you will, I know for a fact that you will be able to grasp in the way I teach. So that's it. I would love to see you there. And like I say, perfect timing for this Sagittarius full moon, because Sagittarius is all about us taking that leap of faith, not letting fear get in the way of us living the life that we want. So the thing is, with this Sagittarius new full moon, I don't know how this last couple of weeks have been for any of you. Have they been quite challenging? Have they been quite tough? Because it's almost like we're being forced to say, which path do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the path of monotony and just going round and round in circles? Or do you want to break free and go after what you know is waiting there for you? Because Sagittarius is all about freedom. It's about liberty. It's about not living your life by the rules of other people. Okay, so many times, if we have a look at a majority of our problems, our problems are caused by the thoughts of others or the restrictions that are put on us by other people. We're having to jump through hoops. And if we're jumping through hoops all the time, we're not getting anywhere. We're using our energy in order to make appease somebody else. So this Sagittarius moon doesn't want any of that, and it's going to show us where we have been doing that. So Sagittarius is all about ideas and ideals. Okay, if I had a magic wand now and I could use it on every single one of you, that sounds a bit bad, but if I could wave this magic wand and grant all of you a wish, what would it be? Think about what you would like if limits and possibilities were there. Think about what it is that you would want. What would you want to do? How would you want to live as well? Because this is talking about adventure, okay? Sagittarius doesn't like anything that is boring. They don't like restrictions. They're like a caged animal. You know, this is fire sign, and this full moon is talking about that ignition of our soul, you know, like that starting motor and seeing where can we go with this. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is, this energy. And it's like I say, it's go for it, you know, because what's the worst that can happen? I would much rather be on my deathbed and regret something I have done than something I haven't. was talking to somebody the other day, and they're about 75, and they basically just said, that, well, yeah, well, what's life about? I'm just, kind of waiting to die. And I'm like, whoa, God, you should be scared. Don't be scared of dying. Be scared of not living. Because this isn't a dress rehearsal. We don't get another chance at this. So, think about, what are you putting off? What is holding you back? Where is the fear coming from? If it's fear of failing, I can tell you now, the only way you are guaranteed to fail is if you don't try. If you try it, you either win or you learn. You will learn another skill. You will learn how to do things differently. And this is where this Sagittarius fire is coming in at this moment, because it's talking about truth and honesty. Okay? Your truth is your truth. If you are living to somebody else's truth, then that is not you being authentic. You might be doing it for approval. You might be doing it so that you don't rock the boat or whatever. But can you truly look in the mirror and say to yourself, that you are living your life in truth? That's just led me to something. I want to read something to you that's just came in there, which is an old poem, which I love. And yeah, I feel it's very... here it is. It's very apt for this energy. And it says, when you get what you want in your struggle for self and the world makes you king for a day, just go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the one staring back from the glass. He's the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear up to the end. And you've passed your most difficult, dangerous test if the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated that man in the glass. So that, I feel, that poem is from 1934, and that is so much connected to this Sagittarius moon. If you imagine, our time is up and we go and St. Peter opens the gates, or whoever is there, and he says, okay, what did you do with your life? And you go, oh, well, I had an okay life. It's like, yeah, an okay life. Like, what did you do? Oh, well, I kind of stayed where things were okay, and it was cool. And it's like, but I give you all these passions, and you were given all these ideas, and you were given all of these opportunities. Like, why didn't you try them? And, oh, well, I was scared, but like, I would probably do it different now. Can I go back? And it's like, no, you can't. You had your chance. So this is what it's saying, you don't cheat yourself in this. Don't give this life away. Don't let it kind of sail down the Swanee. That's what my nana used to say when something would go missing. Just sail down the Swanee, because we all turn around. Time is going so fast, and especially now, if anybody noticed that, how fast time is going. It's crazy. It's insane. And suddenly you think you have time, but none of us know when our time is up. None of us know what is round the corner. So this is about grasping that happiness, because that is what is important. When a rich man dies, he still dies. He can't take it with him. But somebody who lives a rich life, every single day of their life, they live. So this is it. It's not how much money you have in your bank. It's how many things you have in your heart that make your heart sing, that you can go into and wow, yeah, like that was such an amazing experience. These moments that take your breath away will be what are important when your breath is actually leaving your body. So this Sagittarius moon is saying, get up and go out and do something. Even if it scares you, do something that will exhilarate you. It's all about this adrenaline. They're asking us to look at what you dream of. What is your heart's desire? What is your heart saying to you? What does your heart want you to do that maybe society might tell you not to? Because this isn't about being safe, you know. I feel one of the most unsafe places you can be is in safe. Because when you are in safe, you are not in love. You are not in love of life. If you're in a relationship and you say, you know, well, I'm staying here because it's safe, you are stopping that flow to love coming to you. You are stopping that exhilaration. You are stopping your soul singing. And that will lead to resentment, and it will probably lead to disease. Because when we're at disease, you know, this is when, you know, things start to happen to us. So I love this moon. I didn't realize how much until I've started to do this. And we are meant to live a life free from restrictions. And one thing I can tell you now is if you don't pursue it, it will haunt you forever. Okay? It's not going to go away. If you don't go after that dream or that longing or that thing within you, it is not going to go away. It is going to be breathing down your neck and you will not be able to get rid of it. So you're not going to live this comfortable existence when you know you're not going after your dreams or doing something that you don't know if it's going to work. But as I've said, it is definitely not going to fail by trying it. So this is it. This is what it's saying here. It's getting too heavy to carry around somebody else's ideas of how your life should be. You're carrying other people's baggage. This is, you know, from the conditioning of us from being young as well. This Sagittarius moon says, stop it. This is your life now. Some of us are in our 40s and 50s and we're still living the rules that our parents imposed on us when we were kids, or the grandparents imposed on them. This is the time for us to start a revolution. It's like a revolution, you know. In the past, they didn't think about love. They went to work, they retired, and then they died. But that there is more to life now. We all know that. And this is about going out and grasping it by the horns. So this is the choice we have to make. This is what this Sagittarius full moon is asking us. Are we ready to make that choice? Are we going to stick with what we know? Or are we going to venture outside? Because all of us are living in cages with the door wide open, and we give ourselves the illusion that we are free. Yet we are so tied up with restrictions. So tied up with restrictions. And a majority of these restrictions, as I've said, come from the thoughts and the ideas of others. Who said that life was meant to be you work 9 till 5 and then go home and eat your tea and go to bed because you have to be up in the morning and da 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 da? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm saying there's no exhilaration with that. It doesn't set your soul on fire. Your soul slumps. There's a thing when you work with glass. When I was an artist, I worked with glass for a bit. And we used to, I don't know why they're showing me this here. We used to do a thing with bottles. Now, I don't know if there's any bottles there. You know, when you get a bottle, say a Jack Daniel's bottle, and it has the writing in the glass and everything like that, and it's a certain shape. So what you would do with that bottle is you would put it in the kiln, put it at a really high temperature, and it would actually turn to liquid. Okay, so it would turn to liquid, this bottle, and it would all be there. When it then started to solidify again, it would always go to a certain, I think it's 6 millimeters, always wants to go to 6 millimeters glass, but it would actually find the form of what it used to be. The letters and everything would rise up with it. It would find the shape of the glass, because glass has a memory. And so does our soul. So if our soul has slumped, okay, and it's like, oh God, that's it. This is what life is now. All we need to do is allow it to use its memory, and straight away it will come back again. You will remember those things that you did. Think about when you were, think about when you were 18. God, I'm thinking about my 18th. I got engaged on my 18th, which was, I learned a lot. I learned a lot with that. But, think about this time when you thought you had your full life out in front of you. Think about the excitement. Think about what you used to talk to your friends about, what you were going to do, and all of these dreams. And where have them dreams gone? Think about it. What would you want to do? What is standing in your way? And if it is just the thoughts of others, or what will other people think, then, that is not something to keep you stuck by. It's not. None of us are in quicksand here. And the world is changing now. And it's those that go after their dreams will be the ones that will be able to survive in this new world. Everything now, it's coming down. It's fear, it's fear, it's fear. But this is the collective healing that's going on. We're being shown our shadow. We're being shown where we let our passions die, where we let the ideas of others get in the way of our idea of what love is. And when I say love, I don't mean it romantic partners. It's not about that. That's a minuscule thing. Love is when you wake up every day and you love your life. You walk along the street and you smile at somebody else and they smile back. That is love. That is what we've got to spread. This world is so full of fear at this moment in time. So full of it. And it's catching. That is the biggest virus of all, fear. And I'd probably be censored again for saying that. But you know what? I don't fucking care. At this moment in time, I really, really don't care. So this is the thing, it's like somebody there's just said, I think it's a tower moment for me. I was afraid to jump, so the universe just pushed me off the cliff. Amazing small wildflowers. I'm having exactly the same within my life. Exactly. And I went into fear and I went into panic, and now I'm embracing it and I'm seeing it as adventure and I'm seeing it as exciting. And I want to tell you all now, if you're frightened to jump off that cliff, you've already jumped, okay? You're not standing at the edge looking. You're falling now. That is it. We're falling already. But it's up to us to see where we want to land. So it's not the initial jump that's been done, it's up to us. And when we talk about the Tower card, okay, I'm going to talk about this. And like I say, if any of you want to come on to the tarot course to learn tarot, I would love to have you there. And this will help you within life as well. This isn't just to learn tarot. This is how tarot can actually be the most essential tool you will have within your life. So when we look at the Tower, okay, if we look in fairy tales, people never go, oh yeah, I want to, live happily ever after and live in a tower. Everybody in a tower is enclosed in that. They need rescuing from that tower. So when that tower falls, it might shake our comfort zone. We might not know what's happening, but I'm telling you now, that is freeing you. Just looking at the cards there, what comes after the tower is the Star. This is vulnerable. This is time to replenish. And when you lose everything, this has happened to me time and time again. I lose it. Oh God, but then I gain something more. I gain what means more to me, especially with furniture and stuff like that. You have that old lamp that and Mavis give to you that you really hate, but you put it in the house because you don't want to get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's other people's stuff. And this is what this is saying. There is nobody in the path and in the way of us living the life we want apart from ourselves. Whatever is happening now, if it's tower moments, and I'm sorry, small wildflowers, I'll send you energy to get through that, because I know it is daunting. But I know that on the other side of that, there is something waiting for you. I know that without a doubt. So this is an opportunity for change. You have been waiting and waiting and waiting. And when they say like, oh yeah, well, I'll wait until the time is right. I'll wait until this to be happy. I'll wait until I find the perfect partner. I'll wait until I find the perfect house. No, be happy now. That is a choice. It doesn't matter what is going on around us. I was out with a friend on Saturday and she said to me, if I was in your situation, I would be really stressed. And I was like, I'd done that for a couple of days last week. I got stressed for a couple of days. And now, I've got to go with the flow. The more I try to control things, the harder it is going to be for me. So this is it. Let go of your need to control. Let go of your need to have security behind you. You go out and you find your security then. And you realize that what you think is making you secure is actually what is making you stuck. So this Sagittarius moon is telling us to follow our heart, follow our bliss. Make our life a piece of art. When we are living our life according to somebody else's rules, this is when we end up empty. This is when we become slaves. We look at a lot of these third world countries and we see them as like, oh God, look at the way they're living. They haven't got this and they haven't got that. But you know what? They have joy in their hearts. The less we have, the less worries we have. That is true freedom. Look at your connections. Look at the people in your life. Look at the people that are there to lend a hand, to lend a smile, or whatever. That is what's important. Then people will always be there. That is harmony. This lie that we're being sold on what we need in order to be happy and harmonious is bollocks. It's bullshit. It doesn't come from our bank account. That does not dictate how rich your life is. Your life is how powerful you are and how you can find magic in every single day. And as they say, those that don't believe in magic will never find it. And those that know about magic but don't want us to believe in it are trying to stop us from talking about it. They want people stuck in their heads. They want people stuck as prisoners of their minds. We're not free. Every single day, even me talking to you now, I'm influencing what you're saying, what you're thinking. And you don't think this happens every single day on TVs and, the frequencies and the things that are said and the NLP and all of that going on. I've been away from TV. I've had a break because I was getting into it. And God, I realized how much it was affecting me. So please, don't think that your mind is free. There is stuff going into it every single day that you have no control over. And it's not good stuff. It's not going to make you content. It's going to cripple you. It's going to make you cower in fear. And there's nothing to be scared of. The only thing to be scared of is not living. So this is time to stop fighting it, Stop fighting it. The more you get in the flow, the more you will the more you will know. You will know where to go. Life is about every day finding that child within, finding that innocence. You know, when we are children, we are told from an early age, we are conditioned by adults, don't do that, don't say that. You know, but why? I've been spending time with my friends' children who have autism, and it's so beautiful to watch them and converse with them because nothing is hidden. It's truth right there. It's love in the greatest degree. I spent time on Saturday with one of my friends and her little 2-year-old, and it was so beautiful to just have conversations with this child. You know, so nice. She said the next day, I love Tanya. I love Auntie Tan. She has bracelets, you know, and that's it. I felt it. I felt the love from her. You know, she offered me things. She wanted me to be a part of her life. She wanted me to be there the next day. And that is it. I wasn't having to fulfill a need for her. She seen me, she felt my energy. And sadly, because I've been living away, I haven't seen her that much when she was grown up. But, you know, the love was there. And that is what's important. Children can teach us how to live, and children can teach us how to love. And it's not as parents that we tell our children. It's listening to our children. They are our biggest teachers. But we get in our head and we get in that state of anxiety, and, you know, we see the world as a scary place because that's what we're told it is. No, I was in Ibiza a few weeks ago and hitchhiking. We didn't have a car, and okay, we'll hitchhike. And I was thinking about the other day, I was walking along the street and I was like, what would happen? What would happen? Would I pick up a hitchhiker here? Would I hitchhike here? It's different. But it's different because the energy, it's penetrated. You know, everybody's watching the news. Everybody's, you know, in fear of their fellow man. And I'm not saying go out and be silly and, you know what I mean, reckless. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying, see, is the fear and the things that we're scared of, are they really, really true? Or are they just what we've been told to be afraid of? Because I'm looking here and it's talking a lot about illusion. So if you're feeling disillusioned, okay, if you are feeling disillusioned, have a look at where you have been looking or told that things are illusions. With what you've been told that is illusion, sorry. So yeah, if you're feeling disillusioned, if you're feeling downhearted, okay, have a look and see, where does this really stem from? Is it from the mouths of others? Is it because somebody else has kind of, you know, told you you're not doing something right? Where is it coming from an illusion? Because this is saying here, I'm reading, this is great, this is a time of opening our eyes and seeing what is real, and seeing that if we have this idea and this dream, and it's a collective dream, you know, like Martin Luther King, I have a dream. This is what this Sagittarius moon is. It's the explorer Sagittarius. You know, like the Marco Polo of the astrology. They will go out and they will find new places. They will find, you know, the new. They're innovators. They're entrepreneurs, you know. They want to seek things out that haven't been found before. This is where the solid foundation will come. Not from pain, not from the pain that we're forced to live in on a daily basis. We've tried that and it doesn't work. Okay? We've tried it. We've tried to go along with the masses. We've done what they told us, you know. We've tried to be good humans in that way, doing what you're told. Is doing what you're told really making you a good human? Or is it making you a lab rat? Because now this is looking, and I'm looking at this, and it's, don't know if any of you have been seeing 1111 or 11, the numbers at the moment. This is talking about this. This is time. This is time. They're saying, I'm sorry, I sound like some sort of cult leader or something here. Thank you, Jamie. This is time for us to realize that it is about truth, and it is about justice, and it is about fairness, okay? Whatever we are holding on to, whether this is monetary, security, whatever, it's not going to mean shit, okay? It's not. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on to that passion within you, and hold on to that quest and thirst for freedom. This is where we are being guided, you know? Really strange. I was not expecting to be getting as much as what I'm getting here. What they're saying to me here is like, they're talking about it. Now, I'm not very good with geography and things like that, sciencey stuff. I don't get the sciencey stuff. But I know that within the story of the baby Jesus, when he was born, there was the Star of Bethlehem, blah, blah, blah. Does anybody know, was the Star of Bethlehem, was this Jupiter? Because Jupiter's been coming up for me in so many ways. And what they're saying to me here is this Star of Bethlehem. We have to learn to follow that. We have to learn to be guided by that. I don't know what this means, but what they're saying is this is the path to freedom. This is where we will regain our strength. And this is where this is the choice that we need to make. Sorry, they're talking to me as I'm talking here, and it's quite jumbled, but they're saying, I've heard it may have been a comet. I think it was a stellium in pure conjunction. It's something to do with this, they're saying, but it's almost like I'm feeling here, the foot on the gas. This is it, this foot on the gas, this like rubber hitting the road, you know, this is time. This is the momentum. This is like when we gain our wings kind of thing. I'm loving this. But they're saying it's like, we've got to trust it. We've got to trust that there is something more. We're not going to find the security that we're looking for on the outside. That is all going to come tumbling down. You know, and that is like please don't put your faith in structures. Because what they're saying is the security and the safety that we need to get through this is coming from within. Okay? It's not out there, it's in there. And this is where we're blooming. Yeah, this is where we're blooming. It's like there are going to be different ways. I'm getting goose pimples all over here. There are going to be different ways and different things for us to follow, okay? Different structures. This isn't religion. This isn't anything like that. That is tied in by man. But there are keys. There are things that are going to be shown. Now, I feel I want to say now, I don't feel this is this week. I don't even know if this is this month, okay? I feel they're just showing me there. I feel it is in the next 18 months, okay? I don't know why they're showing me this. I always think it's crazy when they give me stuff like this. in the next 18 months, there is going to be a tomb found, okay? Some type of tomb. I don't know if that's what you will call it, but that's what it is. Now, within this tomb, I feel there's riches. I feel there's a lot of things, okay? It's going to be a big find, you know, like when they found Tutankhamun's tomb kind of thing. It's going to be something like that. But what they're saying here, I feel it's a king, okay? It's from a king. They're saying. But I feel there is something in what is found that is very important, okay? It's important for humanity. It's important for mankind. It's important within this shift that we are enduring at this moment in time. There is a big flip of the switch, okay? A big flip of the switch they're talking about. And I feel this is connected to finances, to money, to structures that have been built. We want to... Sorry, I'm just going to go into these a bit more because what they're saying, it's getting very jumbled there, but I like it, and I need to... I've got a big dream, believe you me. Yeah, well, dream it. You know, dream it. And this is... I read this the other day I had a phone call with one of my friends who's in another country, and then another friend phoned, and we all came on together, and it was interesting because we were all experiencing the same thing, okay? And we came together for support. We came together in tears and frustration, and Spirit came through, and you know, it gave us a lot. But I want to read what came through, and I'm sure I've read this before, but I really feel this is kind of this is kind of important. I'm just trying to find it here. Yeah. Empathic people, dreamers and idealists have a sort of accidental power. Most spend their early years ridden with self-doubt, insecurity and people-pleasing habits. But their journey is inevitably derailed when this comfortable life gets uprooted by an unexpected darkness. Suddenly their trusted methods no longer seem to bring them happiness. At first, this depression convinces them that they might never feel joyful again. But ultimately, it sets them on a quest for something more, for love, justice, and wisdom. Once this adventure begins, there is no stopping a dreamer. And when dreamers unite, well, that's how we start to change the world. That is very, very Sagittarian energy. And we've got this, you know, we need to bring the color into life. We need to bring the color. We need to stop the judgment. We need to, we need to stop hanging around and waiting for something to happen. We need to actually start to make it happen. This is what it's saying, you know, and we can't do this alone. We can't do this alone. We need to connect to others. We need to put ourselves out there, whether this is work, whether this is anything. It's almost like connecting back to our roots. And I don't mean our roots in the time we were born. I mean our real roots, our ancestral roots. You know, this is going way, way back, because that too is where they're saying they've seen this all before. And history holds clues, you know, so does success. And it's I don't know why they're saying this to me. This is really funny that came in that moment. There was a program. Anybody that's from the UK will remember this program, I feel, if they were like round about my age. And it was a program that used to be on during the school holidays. And it was called Why Don't You? And the song to it was, why don't you just switch off your television set and go out and do something less boring instead? And they've just played that so loud to me. I've never heard that since I was about 12 or something. And this is it. You know what it is. Smash them TVs, just throw them out the window, do a Led Zeppelin, do something like that, because where we need to tune into is the heart. This is what they're saying. That is where we're going to get the answers. That is where we're going to get the entertainment. They spoke about that when they spoke about this ancestral stuff as well. So it's it's pretty bizarre, but they're saying that is when we will start to see that this happiness that we're striving for, this happiness that we're striving for will never be found by carrying the burdens that are being imposed upon us, if that makes sense. There is an offer and an opportunity coming out of the blue here. This is to correct the past and also to take the path towards love. So it's the past and the paths. And we will only do that with the creative vision, okay? They're asking us here, to everybody watching this, and again, like I say, I don't like to get too woo-woo, but it's like, yeah, the understatement of a lifetime, that. But they're asking us at some point over this next day, so it's the moon tomorrow, isn't it? To try and stand outside in the energy of it, okay? To put our arms out, to be open to receive, to look to the heavens and our arms out, grounded on the floor, and just try and see, or not even try, just allow. That's it. Allow what any ever energy wants to come to us. Okay, it's almost like I feel there is a thought that will click. I feel some may get something that they want to write. There's a lot of words that want to come through with this Sagittarius moon. And it could be words about challenges, or it could be words about overcoming challenges, okay? I want to say things are going to get fucking weird, okay? Things are going to get fucking weird, like as if they're not already. Look out in the next... Give me the number 11 again. Is this 11 days or the 11th month? I don't know. Remembrance, it's the 11th month, okay? When I said there is a tomb going to be found as well, there is also going to be something found that is connected between now and November, that is connected between, in 11 days' time and November, I feel, that is connected to aliens, okay? There's going to be something found. We're going to learn about it. And it's all of this stuff that is being resurfaced, okay, it's like almost a bit like the Holy Grail. This is almost, when I'm reading this, it's kind of like a, what did you call him? Indiana Jones. It's kind of like an Indiana Jones thing here. But it is all leading us to create, to be... Yeah, there's something happening with our creativity, where we have been stifled, where we have been blocked, where we have been kind of locked in or something like that. This is where we're going to get almost like tuned in and turned on again. Okay, so please look at that. There is no need to fight this. That all we need to do is to allow this. Okay, that's it. There are some almost like downloads, frequencies. It's boom, boom, boom. And this is all to do with the future and our future, and getting out of this state of anxiety, like this glass case. It's almost like we've been put in these glass cases as exhibits. You know, when you go into museums and they have things like in glass cases, do not touch, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, we're being brought out of this, but it's all this shadow work that is coming to the surface that is coming there to be transmuted. And it's like, God, this is getting so weird. So weird, this. When I'm looking at these cards and when I'm feeling into this energy, right, it wouldn't surprise me if there's like a second coming or something. There's big things happening, okay? Big things happening. And I'm liking this, okay? I am really liking this. I don't want to go too crazy into stuff like as if I haven't. But things are working themselves out in a different way. We are being led back to love. There is a huge blending of the masculine and feminine. They're saying to me here, this is why we are all feeling so empty as well, because we have moved away from the roles rather than coming together. And that is where the true power is. Now, when I had my big journey, which I've spoke about a few times, when I sat with the plant medicine, and I was, God, it was a big one. It really, really was. It was a few years ago, and I'm still processing the stuff that I got. But within that, she told me about that. She put her hands together and said, every religion will put their hands together in prayer. But this isn't to represent God or whatever, because there's higher levels than that. What she said is this is the coming together of the masculine and the feminine. And that is pure divinity. That is, why we put our hands together within every religion. Because when that comes together, that is where new life is formed. Okay? And if you look at the way the world is now, if you look at all of this, we are so far removed from it. We've got the woman hating the men. We've got the men scared of the women that are hating them. We've got the women scared of men, who don't know how to be men. They don't know. Everything is so mixed up. And I'm sorry, anybody watching this, I'm not saying anything untoward there, with the LGBT or different genders or whatever. I'm talking about masculine, feminine energy. Okay. And that is, this is what we need to balance within ourselves. We need to balance the masculine and feminine within ourselves. And, this has been something, I didn't want to go into this on this, but it's something I've been very strongly about recently, if any of you follow me on social media. In order to be a strong feminine, it does not mean that we step into our masculine and hate all men, okay? It's in the same way that in order to be a strong masculine does not mean that we need to dismiss women. It's crazy, this feminine masculine thing. And this is really interesting. This is coming through because this is something that I am working on at the moment. I really wanted to start doing podcasts about this. I've been led to do this. But this is where we need to realize that we are split and we need to come together. This is what it is. And it's like, we have so many people up in arms now, and they're having an argument, not about what's happening, about what they've been taught is happening as well, so there's just such a mix up of it. So see where this is coming in within your own life as well, because I feel that this masculine feminine divide, there's going to be something powerful that will bring this together as well. Okay, this is what we've got. Yes, the shadow is being shown, but the shadow is only being shown so we can transmute it. Okay, and until we see both sides of the coin or the picture, we're not going to be able to do this. We have to be open to uncomfortable conversations. We have to listen as well. Okay. There is, I'm trying to think what it is. It was a documentary I watched, a documentary called The Red Pill. Very interesting documentary. And this is it. We need to bring the balance in. Now, Sagittarius is all about it's temperance, you know. And this is what we need to do. We need to stop fighting each other or each gender or whatever, because all that is happening is two sides are getting hurt. What is happening is we are working from our wound rather than our worth. Okay? If we want to actually come together and have happiness and harmony and all of that, we need to harmonize the masculine feminine energy within us. We need to harmonize the masculine feminine energy within the world as well. And then we will start to heal. People talk about the female wound. We can never fully heal that until we help to heal the wound of the masculine as well. So wow, this is where it's going. This looks like it's where it's going. I'm going to pull a couple of spirit cards, and then I'm going to go and do the energies for the signs and things like that. Does that make sense? Has anybody got any questions? Because please, if you ask me the questions, I can ask them, and then we can get clearer answers with this. Yeah, Jesus and Mary Magdalene. You're not going to believe this, right? I mean, like, really? So, so I just pulled some cards there, okay, to see what's going on, and I'm going to show you this. So first of all, we get this. Look at this. I mean, insane. This is exactly what I'm saying. And you know what? I'm going to put it out there. And if I get cancelled, if I get whatever, I don't really care, because if this is coming through, it's coming through me. It's not coming from me. Okay. So look at this card that has come out. I mean, insane. So here we have, okay, this is broken. This is empty. I always see this card as very bleak. We have this masculine energy there that is broken. Look, you know, they have bandages on them, you know, they're on crutches, they're on everything. We have this feminine energy here who is tucked up, you know, they're barefoot. Within that, both parties are desolate, okay? It is a desolate scene. The masculine is trying to run after the feminine, but it can't. The feminine is not wanting to know. They're trying to keep themselves safe and keep themselves warm. Classic, exactly what I'm saying. Okay, there is light there. There is sanctuary, but not where they are and not on the path that they're on. The next card that you couldn't even write it that comes up is, there you go, the Lover's card. And within this card, both are there naked. Now, naked within tarot means vulnerability, stripped of the cast, stripped of the clothes, stripped of everything, and they're just bearing their souls. This is who I am. This is what I need. We're scared to do that because we've been told it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of fucking strength. So this is what is coming, you know, these clouds between us. Or better than that, because that there's no even between us. We're not looking in the same direction. In this one we are. And this is where we need to realize that creation comes from the masculine and the feminine. The feminine is the creative energy, the receptive energy. The masculine is the protective and the penetrating energy. The feminine is the designer, the masculine, the builder. Is that making sense? And then the two cards that came out again. are the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. This is the 11 that I'm talking about. There you go. This is it. The clarity, the realizing there are two sides to a sword. There are two sides and both sides are hurting there. And we're blaming the other one for hurting us. And there you go. Take the path to love. This is when we will get in the flow. This is when things will start opening again. Things will start going when we actually start to open our hearts. Okay? If we're scared, we're shutting down. Look at it. There you go. And it's damaging. Damaging to those that we are seeing as the enemy and damaging to us. I have it already, to do this podcast, and they've pushed this on me today. I wasn't expecting this, and I'm actually going to call it. It's the fact I'm going to show you because, because I don't want people. Oh yeah, she could have said that, and this was not in any way, not in any way. Planned. I'm as surprised at what's come out in here as you probably. I'm just trying to find the image. Oh man, I've got that many photos on here. Is it there? No, it's not on that one. Sorry, thank you for bearing with me with this. I'm just trying to find it here. 1, 2, photo. There you go. And there, that, can you see that? So it's already done. And it's Sex in the City. And it's conscious conversation between the masculine and the feminine. And I've already spoke. I've got 6 or 7 guys lined up to do a podcast with it as well. So if you think that's a good idea, then, let me know. And there, how do we not work from the wound when we realize that if we are coming from a wound, we are doing stuff either because we are from a victimhood, we're not doing it from a place of strength. Now, I can only speak as a woman, as a feminine. So a lot of this feminist stuff that comes out now, they speak about wanting equality when really they're wanting revenge. They blame all men for all problems. And what I want to say is that the patriarchy actually has men as victims as well. Okay? There is so much, and I don't want to go into it and make this about it because, like I say, I do want to do this podcast. But when we can see that the other side is wounded as well, when we don't point the finger of blame at the other side to say that caused our wounds, when we know that we are wanting to get one up on that person, or we are wanting to beat or to win. And yes, there are a lot of men in refuges just like women. And the thing is with this, they say that it's 1 in 6, and we cannot be fully aware of what the true numbers are because they don't report it. Okay? I've had so many clashes and arguments with people lately, so many, and bizarrely enough, I ended up in the same pub as Johnny Depp. It was like, whoa, it was the person I was with was it was crazy. I didn't want to speak about that on here, but when we're working from our wound, it is putting blame on the other. It is not listening to the other, not listening to the other side. And I believe there are men out there who are bad men. I am not saying they're not, okay? And I believe in the Me Too movement. But I also believe hugely in the Men Too movement. This is something very, very close to me. I have nursed and helped many of my friends through abuse from females that are very badly wounded. And this is where we need to speak to the other, this masculine, feminine energy. What is going on? Can I support you? Because if we want to be heard and if we want to be seen, we need to be able to see and to hear. That is equality. You know, knowing that, yeah, a guy is going to be able to lift something better than I can. And that is fine, you know, and knowing that I am safe enough in my femininity and my strength with that to allow him to do that without seeing that as a personal attack on me. Stepping into my role. Yes, I am a strong woman, you know, but if I want respect, then I also have to give that. Is this work making sense? Yeah, I'm getting, it's like I'm going to get vexed with that. So them cards are literally blowing me away. And then, wow, look, the last card, there you go. That is when, whoa, that's just almost made me cry there. That is the harmony that we need. Harmony means working together. If you listen to singers and they harmonize, it's their voices go together. That is it. This is what we're working towards. Boom. I'm just taking a minute there because it's yeah, it's there. Thank you for being here, Linda. And please, I feel, you know, share this if you can. It's like I say, I don't care if there's going to be backlash. I really don't care now. I'm going to go into this like right, okay, I'm going to be open and honest. I have struggled for the last couple of months. Okay, I've really struggled. I've struggled with the work that I'm here to do. I've struggled internally. I've been in probably one of the worst struggles in my life because of all of this stuff is coming up. And, you know, it's like, I can't fight against it. I can't fight against it by myself. I feel like I'm doing a one-man job. I did not in any way think I was going to sit down today to talk about the Sagittarius moon and this come out. I didn't at all, because I've been, you know, keeping this very much away from this. Because like I say, you know, the fights, the attacks, all of that, whenever I speak of this, and, you know, at this moment in time, I don't care. Okay, I really don't care. It's like, you know, as Joan of Arc said, I'm not afraid, I was born to do this. And I feel it is my responsibility. If I have a voice, and this is, if you look at my human design, if you look at my astrology, if you look at all of that, this is what I'm here to do. And it's hard and it's exhausting and it's frustrating, but I will not back down from it. And stuff like this makes it all the more that this is why I do it, you know. And yes, I have been hurt by men, you know, I really have. You know, there is a lot of abuse in my past and stuff like that, but I also want to say that I have also been healed by the masculine. I have amazing guys around me. I call them my kings, and every single one of them, every single day, makes me believe in myself, and they have showed me my worth when it has been taken away from the masculine and the feminine. So if my experiences are here to lead me to share things like this and put myself in the firing line, then I am going to do it. And I am not going to stop because somebody of my gender says that I am not backing them, because I am not standing with them. I will stand with truth and I will stand with justice, but that's it. I will not stand with the toxicity. Does that make sense? Yeah, we're coming up. This is Judgment Day. This is what we're going to do. This is what we need to do. And I'm sorry if I've gone off on one there. It's like, it's right, okay. I've just kind of spewed everything in this. And I really hope this makes sense. Please try and watch a documentary called The Red Pill. It's very, very interesting. You know, I'm not saying it's all right. I'm not. This is it, you know, and this is what people, you're either on that side or you're on that side. No, I'm not. You know, it's the middle. You know, look at the middle. See and hear. You know, I mean, we talk about women's rights and we talk about all of this, you know, how it's bad. And yes, it is, you know, the stuff the woman has had to endure. I'm not in any way dismissing that. But then when we look at, you know, if a male is, especially in England, under the age of 48, a male, their biggest risk of death is suicide. You know, there is still male circumcision done in all of these countries, you know, every day. There is within a lot of divorces, it will be the masculine that will lose their children. It is also, you know, the masculine that often will walk away as well. It's funny, I was talking to a friend the other day on the phone about something, and we were talking something similar to this, and we spoke about a single mother, okay? And I said, a lot of times you hear single mothers and they're talking to their children, and it's, you know, like deadbeat dads and blah, blah, blah. And these little boys are hearing that, and they're like, oh, does this mean I'm bad because of that? They're grown up not with a healthy idea. So my friend said, yeah, but could that not be the same, like, for if they're brought up with, like, just a father, like, say, for instance, their mother dies or something? And I said, that was interesting. And he said, what? And I said, so we're talking about single mothers where the father has left? I said, but when you talk about single fathers, you talk about the mother dying. So you have just made a judgment, or there is a thought in your head that the only way a mother would leave their children is if she dies, which is not the case. And they were like, whoa, yeah, I didn't even think about this. So this is what I'm talking about, this conditioning. Does that make sense? You know, we need to go back and we need to rethink what we've taught, what we've been taught, what we've experienced, what society is trying to show us, what the media is trying to show us, because it's all about the drama. And what we want is the Dharma. Okay? So this Sagittarius moon is asking us to venture, where we may not have gone before, to really explore our ideas and to explore ourselves as well. Because there are victims on both sides, as well as there are abusers on both sides. And if we want equality, we have to see that. And I know at this moment there is a lot of the masculine that have not got a voice. They have not got the space to be able to do that. And I have a voice, so I will do that. I have a friend of mine, a very close friend. You'll have seen him on here with me. I was living with him a couple of years ago. He was in jail not long ago, okay? Because compassion, and this will transform any situation. This is our confirmation that we need to follow our heart and we need to take a chance. And I feel this is all connected. This is all this Sagittarius energy. And I'm sorry that you had to experience that, April. I really am. And Joanne, I'm pleased that you had a nice experience there. This is what we need to do. Reflect, okay? This is a reflection. Whatever we see that angers us in another, know that that is somewhere within us, okay? Where is the abuser in them? Where is the abuser in us? Where is the victim in them? Where's the victim in us? Where is the violence in them? Where is it in us? It might not be coming out as physical, but it's there. It's in our thoughts. So whenever we're looking at something that, and we're calling it and we're dismissing it, try and see it from another side. Try and see it from another side. There's a star in that card as well. And I mentioned the star, didn't I, before? This is it. We're mirrors. We're mirrors for everyone. And, the world is in a mess. It is so much in a mess. But, it's by having these conversations, this is when we can start to heal. And if we do it little by little, have that uncomfortable conversation, listen to somebody else, even if we don't agree with what they're saying, give them that space to listen, give them that space to be heard. Don't try and fix them. Don't whatever. I remember once a dear friend of mine was going through hell, absolute hell, and they came to my house and I just said to them, what do you need? And they burst into tears. A guy said, nobody has ever asked me what I needed before. And that makes me sad. Because we're all the same deep down, we all have a heart, we all bleed, and we all feel. Just some of us have more protection and more padding and stuff like that on to try and stop us, try and stop us feeling or whatever. And the thing is, I think with a lot of the feminine, we have places to go where we're okay to speak about our feelings. We have shelters, we have talk shows, we have all of that. We have friends that we can open up with. And I still feel within the masculine energy, it's very close. And like I say, please know when I'm talking about this, I'm not dismissing other genders or anything like that. I'm talking about it from an energetic sense. Okay? So, right. I'm just going to do 3 cards for the signs because I'm actually really done in. I'm really done in there now. I think I need sugar. So, yeah. Wow. So, right, I'm going to start with I'm going to start with fire signs. Fire signs. So like I say, if anybody wants to take a journey with the tarot with me, I'm going to put the link there again. This is the first time I'm doing that. It may be the only time, I don't know. But please come along. It would be great to have you on board. Absolutely great. And this is for self-development. You will learn, you will change on this journey. You really will. So, right, fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. Oh, right, okay. I feel this Sagittarius moon could be a little bit uncomfortable for you, okay? I'm laughing because I know why it's going to be uncomfortable. So this is, you're going to have to see things from a different angle, okay? If you are holding on to old beliefs and old thought patterns and whatever, you're going to be forced to see things from a different angle, okay? Now, this is not to cause you pain or make you uncomfortable or make you hurt in any way. This is actually so that you can actually grow up. This is what it's saying. It's almost like there's a maturity that is coming with this. It's asking you to keep your balance. This is the work that you have to do. This is you stepping into your power, and this is you plowing ahead. So if some fire signs have been stuck and not being able to see where they're going or what they want to do or coming up against resistance, this is because it's saying that you have been looking at things in the old way and you are being forced to change by spirit, okay? Whatever you have lost, know that it wasn't for you. Whatever you are clinging on to, know that no matter how much you cling, it is going to slip through your fingers, okay? You cannot hold on to it. So it's almost like getting to this point of, right, okay, you cannot fight with this. I mean, we've got, what have we got? We've got Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, which are the fire signs. So we've got Aries, the baby of the astrology, who is like a baby, scream, scream, scream until they get it. They've got Leo, who's like, me, me, me. This is the me, me, me show. And we've got Sagittarius, who are like, I'm not doing anything that you're telling me to do. So fire signs are quite feisty, okay? But what it's saying here is this feistiness is blocking you from going where you need to go and being where you need to be, okay? So by something being taken away from you, being ripped from you kind of thing, this is going to be challenging, but it is going to be liberating, okay? It's going to get you one step closer to spirit. You are going to be confronted with your own shadow in order for you to actually be confronted with your own magic, okay? So this is it. It's going to be for you, but the more you try and fight it, the harder it is going to be, okay? I am just going to pull a spirit card for you. There's Danielle just calling me there. I'll have to call her as soon as I come off this. Right, so this is for fire signs, please. Forgiveness. Time to heal old wounds, time to let go and forgive. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer, for in doing so, you only hurt yourself. Forgive and set yourself free. You are eternally loved. Accept the love being offered and allow it to heal you. So whatever is going to happen, you might think it's hell, but it's actually love that is coming for you, okay? In the broadest sense of the word. So that's fire signs. So now we have, I'm going to go with water signs, water. So be on the lookout for it the next 2 weeks. This energy is going to come in. Water. Whoa. There's water. Water. Slippery, like a slippery fish, them cards were. What is it you're not wanting to be seen or to be told? Water signs are hiding something, I feel. Right. Okay. So I feel with water signs here. Okay. Yeah, definitely. There's something that you're not wanting to be seen. There's something you're not wanting to take responsibility for. This could be around friendships. It could be around work. Okay. I feel when I'm looking at this, I don't want to say the word sneaky. I feel there's something you kind of shouldn't have done. You've kind of gone in a back door kind of thing. You've like, what is it? They're saying you've buttered your own bread there. I don't know what they mean. I don't know if that means like feathered your own nest or something. Yeah, it's you've kind of done something that would make things better for you, but there might be people close to you that it kind of hasn't too. And I feel that could come out. It's going to be brought out into the open, okay? And I feel so when I'm feeling this, what is the, yeah, I don't want to say feeling shame, because I don't feel it's as heavy as feeling shame, but I feel it's feeling ashamed. You know, like when you're a kid and you get caught doing something wrong and you're like, oh man, and then, your teacher or your parents will just say, look, I'm disappointed in you. It's that kind of energy where you're like, oh man, why did I do that? And like I say, you might and try and talk your way out of it, but I don't feel that is going to, it's not going to work in this way. What I do feel with this and this Sagittarius full moon is that it's going to show you almost where if in the future there is something like this, that you need to take more of a mature look at things, if that makes sense. It's going to be a teaching thing for you, okay? I don't know if this is where you've put money before friendship or something like that, but you've actually thought one thing is more important than, this could be an idea. You could take somebody's idea, or it's remember when I was at uni, there was a guy, and literally one day we went into his portfolio and there was 3 pieces of my work that he had completely copied and was passing it off as himself. And it was one of the tutors that actually seen it and was like, Tanya, who done this first? Like, well, there, look at my workbooks. It's all there, and he was somebody who was a friend of mine who then became no longer a friend. If he'd asked me to help him, I would have, but it was like, whoa, you don't just take my ideas and pass them off as your own. But so when I'm looking at this water signs, there is something here where it's like, I don't know if this was trying to elevate or trying to be accepted. I don't feel this was done in a sinister way, okay? But it was done in a childish way. That's what I want to say. Not childlike, childish, okay? And I feel that this Sagittarius moon, you're going to kind of pay the price for this, okay? So there's something that, yeah, it's like this is karma. The scales of justice coming in. I feel humility is your best, humility is your best source of action here, okay? Because I feel that when a level of trust has gone, it doesn't come back overnight. Okay, it doesn't come back overnight. Whether it comes back, whether it doesn't, I don't know. But what I'm saying is to own your part and to take responsibility rather than try and swerve it, will go better in your favor. Okay, like I say, this Sagittarius moon is about, you know, truth and honesty. And yeah, it's almost like own up, own it, see both sides and grow from it. That's what I feel. You know, if you have lost anything with it, then you will have learned that, you know, it's almost like a hollow victory. That's it, you know, a hollow victory with it. And I really feel this has been showing you a part of your shadow side. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to pull a card for water signs. Water signs. Yeah, man, you know, once trust's gone, it's hard, you know. Okay, so spirit card for water signs, please. Oh. Love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, Kundalini, the sun, giver of life, strength, a gift, a new infusion of energy and something beyond your control, surrender. That is, there's a fire coming in this, and I really feel it's... I like this energy, okay? I like this energy that's coming in with the spirit card, but I really feel that the reason it's coming in there with what I'm saying is that it's like a... what is this? Yeah, I feel that, hold on, I'm going to clarify this as well because I want to be clear. It's almost, this is going to teach you where to use your fire, okay? Because it's saying this fire can warm and propel or it can burn. And I really feel when I'm looking at this, it's like fire can be angry, fire can be warming. Okay, so this passion, it's like, is this... have your passions overtook you? I mean, this could even be, and I don't, you know, I don't feel this will be for all water signs. You know, have you stepped over a line with, say, a friend's partner or something like that? This is what I'm getting. It's almost where this primal urge came first. And like I say, you put yourself first rather than actually thinking about who was around. Does that make sense? It's an interesting one, this. Very interesting. Yeah, because it's almost like there's a lot of emotions wrapped up here, and you might have acted on them when it was not appropriate or something like that. Okay. So be careful with that, water signs. Like I say, I feel the deed has already been done. So it's not a case of that, but be prepared to own it. Owning it is where you are going to have some sort of redemption. Okay. So yeah, the truth of this Sagittarius full moon is that I feel it's where it's going to come to light. So, right, hold on. What have we got? Fire, water, earth. So I'm going to go for earth. Oh, there you go. Start. Oh, decisions here, Earth. I feel there's anxiety coming. I feel there's decisions needed. I feel this is connected to. This is connected to. This is connected to home life, I feel. I feel this is connected to home. There's a decision. There's a worry around something. I don't know if this is connected to parents, old wounds, something like that. There's this, it's almost saying, do not fight. There is an opportunity here that this is going to actually, this is going to make you see something in a very different way to what you've seen it in the past. There's a lot of work to do, okay? When I'm talking about work, I mean the spiritual work. 3 weeks time, there's something you've got to leave behind, okay? Earth signs were on Earth, yeah? And it's almost saying here, everybody is not going to see your point of view. You're not going to see theirs. It's almost like agree to disagree with this. I want to see the word Iris is coming out. I don't know if it's Iris or Irene. There's somebody coming through with the message with that. And it's almost, is it more important to be happy or is it more important to be right? There is a challenging time coming here, but I feel this is really going to get you on the path to self-fulfillment, self-nourishment, okay? It's almost like I feel some earth signs could have been looking for some support or looking for help or looking for something like that from others. And it's almost like, you know, if you want something doing, do it yourself. This is what I'm seeing. I feel there's support there. And I feel there's a network there, okay? It's not that there's nobody there, but it's they're there to support and to listen, but they kind of make this choice for you, you know? This is it. There's some pain that is coming up, and I feel it's finally to see the truth with it, okay? And then taking control of your own thing. There could be father figure or something like this connected, you know, daddy didn't love me in the way I wanted to be loved. This is crazy, this, you know, something like that. And it's like, yeah, he didn't. And, you know, that's it. This is what this Sagittarius moon, there's no Sagittarius, this full moon is not going to listen to any of the victim stories. I feel this for all signs as well. So yeah, it's not going to, it's like, look, if you want to be happy, let the past go, okay? If you want to transform this, you transform this. If you're looking to this area or this place in order to give you security, it's not going to happen. So you either sit in the old story playing it round again, or you get out of it. That's it, you know, because you're not going to get out of it what you want from it. You're actually, it's telling you to get out of it, okay? So a lot of old ancestral stuff I feel coming up, you know, a lot of parents, a lot of grandparents stuff. It's up to you to go, you know what, I am not doing this bullshit anymore. You know, this is it. This is about you healing. This is about you breaking the cycle. This is about you choosing to move on. And this is about you choosing to reparent yourself. Okay, learning to reparent yourself, earth signs. So we have a spirit card for earth signs. Coming out there. Earth signs, earth signs, earth signs. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Opportunity. Live in the moment, let go of the past. There is no point worrying about the future. A wonderful opportunity exists for you today. Embrace it. Okay, so that's it for earth signs. This is opportunity. You know, if you're living in the past, living too much in the future, you're going to miss it. Okay, it's being present. That is the gift. That is what's coming. And there will be something coming. I feel that there is sea involved in some way. I see the sea. The sea sees me. I don't know what that means. I don't even know if that's the song. But that's why I got there. So right. So that was earth. Oh, yeah, that was it. Right, okay, so now we have air. Air signs. Air. I'm getting that Let It Go song coming in again for earth signs there. Right, okay, this is interesting for air signs. I really like this. Finally, air signs are getting the best reading. Normally they don't. What this is saying for air signs is I feel the Sagittarius moon is really going to have you looking at where you are content, looking at where you are happy, okay? I feel that there's some air signs could finally go turn their head off and, you know, follow their heart, which normally they don't do. But this is almost like saying like, oh God, I can't be bothered with this material bullshit. I'm just going to go out and, you know, I don't know why. It could be living on a boat, or yeah, like living on a boat or living somewhere that is quite unconventional, if that makes sense. But it's unconventional, but I feel there's community there. There's this lovely community spirit. There's this definite feeling of freedom and Sagittarian freedom. And I feel this is what it's going to do. It's almost like you're seeing the bullshit of the world and saying, you know what have I been fighting for? What have I been striving for? I want to be happy, you know, and it's like, you know, you're realizing that, you know, you've done everything that you wanted to, yet it's made you empty. So, and it's put the brakes on and it's had you like kind of a prisoner, like I spoke about in the beginning. So this is about, right, okay, I'm going on a wander. Like when I say wander, it's like, you know, it could be an adventure. I don't feel there's one set destination. Like I say, I mentioned a boat, but it's you know, like almost like sailing the seven seas or something like that. You know, so it's you know, it's this kind of, yeah, you know, like when there could be emigration and immigration is coming in. Don't know if some of you are thinking about emigrating, like going further afield or something like that. It's like a better quality of life. It's away from the worries and away from the troubles, and it's, you know, it's yeah, this, I mean, this might have been something you've thought about before and put a block on it, dampeners on it, but this is, I'm seeing you ready to go and adventure here, you know, and it's like, I don't care what the other people think, you know, this is it. I'm done living my life for other people. So there's big changes. It's like, you know, I feel there's a real almost sprightly nature in this, you know. It's like I feel it's almost like when I'm looking at this, you've been observing things. Now, if any of you are manifesting generators, this would happen around about the age of 50 when you come down off the roof. If you're a manifesting generator or a generator, this is where you've observed the way the world is and you don't want it, So this is about not seeing anything but your own truth and this fairness, and and really healing from this. There's a very creative energy here. Like I say, it could be building, it could be going off grid, it could be, it's something where there is freedom, where money or finances are not the be all and end all. They're not going to dictate what you like. Some of you could be going off on a retreat or to a monastery, a meditation retreat, or an ashram, or going to do plant medicine or something. This is, you're stepping into this kind of new age, new idea of life, which is bizarre because obviously air signs are usually of the mind, but that's what it is. You need to let go of the past and have a different idea. You've tried to block it. You've seen your shadow with it. You can't please all of the people all of the time. So don't even try here, air signs. This is it. It's getting too heavy. You want, you want a nicer life, man. You want peace. It's almost like I'm seeing, these corporate people turning into peace and love hippies, and that's what I'm seeing here. It's like giving up everything, to just go on a wander. But I love it. I really, really like this. There's a spiritual calling coming for you, and it's like it's time you are ready to answer it. So anything to do with spirituality, anything to do with magic, take that leap of faith. You won't regret it. I don't feel. You really won't. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm loving this energy. It's like, yeah, come along for the ride. Big healing coming in with this. But it's really, I don't feel there's battles. I don't feel there's anything like that. It's a natural progression from how things go, air signs. I really like that. It's like that She Let Go. Have you heard that poem? I don't really want to there's going to be other people who are going to get on the high horse about it, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever, Trevor. It's like happiness is the most important, And it's like, boo, what do you do for work? It'll happen. It'll come, So yeah, it's a fabulous reading, I feel, for air signs. But have a check of the poem called She Let Go, and it's really nice. I don't know whether I should. God, I will. I'll reread it and then it's done. Right, She Let Go. She let go. She let go without a thought or a word. She let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgment. She let go of the opinions swarming around her head. She let go of the committee of indecision within her. She let go of all the right reasons. Wholly and completely, without hesitation or worry, she just let go. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause or congratulations. No one thanked her or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was what it was, and it was just that. In the space of letting go, she let it all be. A small smile came over her face. A light breeze blew through her, and the sun and the moon shone forevermore. That's it. Beautiful. Just let go. It's not a big thing. Just choose to let go. So that is amazing for air signs. And a spirit card for you to see what spirit wants to say. Spirit card for air signs. Oh. There you go. Karma. Someone from the past re-emerges into your life. This gives you the opportunity to handle things differently than you did before. Stand firmly in your power, yet also stand in the light of love. The universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to a relationship. So that, I feel that's a lovely card. It's almost like a tying up loose ends and just, that's it, keeping things clean. You know, this is what we get with karma. I think people always see karma as a bad thing, but it's not. It's almost like just a closing. You know, that's it. It's like, right, okay, that's closing or doing things differently, you know. And when you get the chance to do that, then that is a beautiful thing as well. I always say leave energy clean when you go. So what are we looking at for the whole collective here? I feel any anxieties that are coming up, know that they're coming from within. Okay, share them with people, share the load. You don't have to do it alone. And also know that anything that is caging you, okay, is not for you. There should be freedom to be yourself, freedom from judgment, and freedom to explore. Okay, yeah, a lot of reflection coming in and a lot of karma and synchronicity. I feel look out for that over the next couple of weeks. So that's it, me done. Nearly 2 hours. I wasn't expecting that at all. But I hope that's made sense to some of you. Please let me know if it has. Like I say, you know, these videos are getting censored and not being seen and everything like that. So if you comment on them, you know, share them, like them, it really does make a massive, massive help for me. And also, like I say, if anybody wants to learn the tarot with me, I'm opening it up, and it is you know, this is going to be quite an insane journey that we're going to go on. Okay, so they're not digital downloads. It's working with me for 2 hours a week. And yeah, Debbie's just said they're amazing as always. Love how deep you go. You want to try getting in a class with me where there's no censorship or anything, you know. It's I never paddle in the shallow end, Debbie. So yeah, like I say, I would really love to see some of you on that course. And like I say, there's questions and everything like that. It's going to be on Zoom, and I'll be spending 2 hours a week with you if you choose to do it. Okay, so I'm going to send you all lots and lots of love. Quite a heavy one today, but I feel the past is not relevant to where we are going. So it's let it go, and you will find that things will get easier. Okay, send lots of love. Sat now.